Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to I'm Standing on a Million Lives, episode 7. And for those of you wondering, I will be watching it from Crunchyroll's website, and I'll be starting my reaction to this in 3, 2, 1, and go! Alright, I'm absolutely pumped up. Oh, days. Especially since now it's going to give some of the other girls their time to shine. Because, don't get me wrong, I like Yotsu and all, and he's had a lot of cool moments, but it's about time the other characters have their times of shining too. At least I hope. But no, maybe he gets lucky, you'll actually find some kind of like special item. Well, probably not. Yeesh! Oh man, his leg looks all. He's just gotta hope they don't end up in a situation where all the girls die, then he dies simultaneously too. His whole mean like gonna drop himself again. Oh. I thought him drop himself again so that he can spawn. Use the little flame and then climb back up again. It's actually always nice to get to see a bit more of his past. And I'm pretty sure he was the one that wasn't chosen. And he's gonna be the lone guy left out of the groups. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna be the case. Aww. I mean, shit, with the way he was treated, I can't blame. Can't blame him too much for him acting the way he does, you know? I can't. Yeesh. Boss, though, seeing his hardened resolve to climb up, despite all the times he's been battered, that is just absolutely badass right there. Just seeing him build up from some physical and also some mental toughness. Dang! You don't get the fuck out now, his arms. Ho! Got a badass here, alright! Hey, I don't mind that one bit. Woo! Now, as for, I wonder if there's gonna be any little hints in the opening, though. Can we see the city, ruins, which is, well, I'd say the deserty ruins, which we've just about seen almost everything in the opening so far. At least, from this point. I honestly hope Glasses Chick does something cool this episode because she has done nothing in the plot yet, nothing of major importance. I hope this one will be the time where she finally shows out, you know? Goblins, big scorpion creature. Yeah, they've actually about almost shown off everything in the opening. Yeah. The only thing we haven't seen is him stand on top of. Okay, we haven't seen that where you see him tearing up in that little flashback bit when he's a kid. And we haven't seen him stand on top of like all the debris. Although I'm gonna assume that at least that bit in the opening, that's just there because it's a cool visual. So, but technicality, They just only have to show off that little flashback bit, and that's it. I mean, he's gonna have to just rely on his sense of direction and intuition at that point. It's probably gonna talk. I wouldn't be surprised if it talks smack about Yotsuo. Oh, who knows? Hmm. Aww. Although I think this would have had more weight if we would have seen the death on screen, though. Or if they would have given the Arc at least a little bit more bits of characterization right before he died, though. I mean, yeah, I know they're trying to go for the emotional punch, but if they would have shown... Aww. But you know what? I do like this scene of character development of Yotsuo, though. He's feeling the weight of loss of someone he was pretty close. Someone he was at least close with in comparison to other people he's been with in his life, so. Even though I would have loved to have seen Beamsberg's death, even though it would have been preferable because it would have had a much more bigger emotional impact, at the very least seeing Yotsuo reflect on that was a pretty decent moment. Just felt they rushed it a little bit, though. Because telling us someone died is a lot more differently from seeing it on screen, you know? Oh, snap. A shame that they can't whip out some spells to automatically kill all the bats, though. And then they have to be most worried about is the gargoyle, because just his stature is physically imposing. Oh man, I love that swagger. Oh, okay, so I guess their mission isn't going to be to beat the creature, it's just going to be to get the key. Huh. Actually, I like how we're seeing some of the real world stuff actually have implications here. That's so cute. Hmm. Could just be. Oh. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. And the thing is, unlike the other, she's not going to be able to resurrect. What the fuck? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, talk about shit getting south really damn quick. I was not expecting them to kill a major fur like that. I don't know. I gotta give credit to the episode. They have balls from doing that. Oh. Hopefully she picks something that gives her major combat capabilities because she's gonna need it. Maybe she'll get an ability to reverse time temporarily. To travel back in time maybe by like a few seconds or even a minute. That honestly, that's the only hope for Cabo at this rate. That's a girl right there. And damn, it's a shame she didn't get any, like, time manipulation abilities. Oh! Well, at least they didn't get her in the gut, though. Who knows, maybe she's in a spot. Maybe she's in a spot where she's not going to be able to win the fight, but maybe she just has to get the key, and that's how she's going to... Aww. And honestly, Cal was one of the more likable characters in the series. Oh. I mean, for her sake, hey, you know, that could actually be a means of attacking. Going for the heart? Yeah, I had a feeling she was going to say that. Oh, hello, Anime Doji. As for it, Friday anime is only good if you ask for a time, Anime Doji. Oh. Oh, that's pretty smart. And I like how we're seeing her, she's picking up on everything she learned during combat. And I like how they're utilizing it as little flashbacks, too. To also give this episode an emotional punch considering what happened to Cabo. Oh, man. Oh! Yo, that is just badass! Yo! Damn! Okay, that's a pretty little tactic. You're losing your arm, then utilizing it as it's spinning in the sky, and then using the stab your opponent. That is fucking awesome. Aww. Huh. Actually, I always like when a character thinks about the deeper things and not just about what's in front of them. I like that little self-exploration there. And honestly, Shindu has stepped it up, surprisingly. And she has too. Honestly, they all have their cool moments except for Glasses Girl. Ah, there it is. Ah. That's pretty sad. At least now we know the significance from that scene we saw in the opening. Huh. I like that. He's accepting the responsibility right there and willing to actually deal with the weight of being a leader. That is some nice character development there. I mean, hey, he can hold up his head out of that. And I like that right there. Instead of thinking he's instantly going to jump in to try to help Cavill right there. That right there is fucking awesome. Except for Cavill, because unlike the other. I mean, it makes sense. Unlike those three, if Cavill dies, she's permanently dead. That's way different. Because if either any of the other girls die, they're fine. Cavill, she isn't. She literally, any injury she gets, she suffers through them. And she'll die permanently. That's why I don't blame Yotsuo for doing that. Aww. Dang, now that our man Yotsuo is going before our very eyes. Hell yeah. Jeez, at least put the at least put some covering bedding around Yotsuo's body, at least a blanket under there. I mean, shit. Or a sheet or something. That's what I'd have done after all the effort that Yotsuo went through. Oh. Whoa! Ho, ho, ho! Hey, you know, I can shift that. I can definitely shift that. I like that out of all of them. Okay, she's the one to talk. Aww. Oh, she's that good and she's not. Oh, God, actually, that's pretty awesome because it gives her a lot of room for growth. Dang! I don't know, being 70 best out of 3,000, that ain't even fucking average at all. But I like that humbleness, though. That's true. Even when it comes to like non-combat situations too, it's always better the experience instead of just learning about it, reading about it. It's better to see it firsthand. That applies to almost anything too. Jeez, let the man rest after what he did. Maybe you got a Maybe you got to flash forward into like the future or something. Oh boy, I can't wait to see the answer here. Hey, you know, that's a good point. With the vagueness of it, it could actually give him a lot of leg room. Oh. True, because it could have eliminated almost any goblin. So it wouldn't have mattered which one, as long as it would have been a goblin. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking too. He hit the nail in the coffin. Could have been any settlement too. Wouldn't have mattered. Yeah. Huh. I mean, hey. Okay. And the only thing would have fallen for that trap, though. Jeez, that's quite the big assumption there. And it's not like you can just go to another village and ask a leader for a nation to transport goods. I think I know. I think I have a feeling of what Yotsu is gonna hit up. I think he's gonna want to try to like explore. I mean, you don't have to watch Friday animes if you don't want to in Anime Doji. You could take a break and watch them when you have spare time. But anyways, I gotta say, actually, I love what they're doing because I have a feeling that Yotsu is gonna want everyone else to go to separate villages and see if there's any leaders that'll have any like transportation goods like missions so that they don't have to transport the convicts. That's gonna be my guess. Because if they're going by that vague wording, and it was even implied too when they were talking about the second quest where they can find any two settlements, I think it'll end up being the case where if they ask any village head what the mission is, they can just tackle on that, and it could be something really dang simple in comparison to transporting 3 convicts. I think that's what Yotsu is going to be getting at. But overall, actually, thought this episode was a turn to form. And while, yes, the animation was terrible as always, and the artwork was meh, it was still a good episode. The script more than made up for it because I love the characterization they gave to Yotsuba there. And the character development too, where he instantly risks himself to save Cavill. That's like his first thought. He utilizes all the cinema. I thought that was so damn sweet right there. Oh. Ah, cute little Kusei. She's gonna fall for it, Cavill. Ah, poor woman. Whoa! Talk about being a total daddy's girl. Nothing wrong with that, though. Alright, I actually really like this. Because aside from what they did with Yotsu, I also love how you see him want to take on the leadership role. He wants to take on that responsibility. And I even love how he's gaining self-confidence too, and him believing that he's the strongest because, for one, I like that. Because if we compare it to how he was in the start of the series, he wasn't the most confident individual, and now you see him with absolute self-confidence. I love that. And selflessness too when he comes to rescuing Cavill right there, because that's instantly the first, because he doesn't think, he just acts on the scenario, and I like that. And aside from getting that nice bit of character development from Yotsuba, I really love what they did with Cavo, showing us that she was really willing to like lay her down on the line just to get the hit on the gargoyle so that the other girls have a chance of taking it on. That was so damn sweet. And I even love the creativity of Shindone too, because that badass moment where she gets to the arm that she got sliced off and then uses it against the creature, that was so damn cool. Shows you her ability to quickly on the spot, and it actually gives her more epic feats and seeing her actually take out a big ass powerful creature. I'd say the only downside to it from a character standpoint is honestly they haven't given Yuka anything to do, and the only thing she does is bitch, bitch, bitch. I'm like, oh, they didn't even have her do anything simple like take on multiple bats at once, and that is such a letdown. She is like the only waste of space in this series, because even Kusei, even though Kusei wasn't super useful, at least she was a net neutral because she didn't say anything annoying either. She was just there. So overall though, I thought it mostly did well from a script standpoint because of what they did with Yotsuya, Shindone, and Cavell. It did really, and I love that character development with Cavell, where it seems like she's getting a few romantic feelings towards Yotsuya there. I thought that was so damn sweet. Haven't seen Space Tune yet, animated OG, but I'll look into that. But yeah, that's why I really love what they did from a character standpoint, and from a story standpoint, I'm actually really digging it because for one, showing that there's more than meets the eye when it comes to these quests, and I like how you see Yotsuya thinking things through. And another thing I do love too from a story standpoint, it actually got through the big battle in a relatively good amount of time. I'd say the only issue is when they showed one of the deaths of the party members, it was just off screen, and that was annoying. I would have loved to have seen a bit more emphasis on that because it just skips and that's it. I'm like, really? It's hard to feel much attachment to a character where it just skips and breezes by things like that. So, even though I did enjoy this episode, it did have a few weaknesses where I'm like, keeps it from being absolutely great. But, at the same time though, this episode had more positives than negatives. And the voice performances were pretty damn good too. So if I were to say, rate this from like 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, I'm going to have to rate this a 7.5 out of 10. I thought it was above average. It was good. The only thing keeping it from an 8.5 or a 9 is the animation was bad and they kind of rushed a little bit of things. But overall, this is one of the best I'm saying the Midnight Lives episode. This is actually really good. If this series keeps up this pace and it keeps up this momentum, oh man, the last few episodes are going to be awesome. At least that's going to be my gut feeling. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd like to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, because you're not going to want to miss my reaction to its 8th episode. And before I go, I got to say thank you so much for Animated OG for comments on our live chat. And for everyone else, thank y'all so much for watching my video. Hope you have a great, safe, and fantastic day, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more. Bye-bye, everyone.